Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of my playthrough for Final Fantasy VIII. In this episode, we are going to make our way towards the Deep Sea Research Center. But first, before we do that, there is another Guardian Force that we can get, which is the Doomtrain Guardian Force. We need the Solomon's Ring for that. If you guys remember, I think a few episodes ago, I have obtained this ring. Now, if we press X on this ring, it says that we can't summon the Guardian Force. And there's the reason for that. It's because we do not have the necessary items. To call upon this Guardian Force, you need 6 steel pipes, 6 Marlboro tentacles, and 6 remedy pluses. Now, I already have, excuse me, I already have almost all of them, so I have 9 Marlboro tentacles. The only item that I need is the remedy plus item. For that, you're gonna need to buy a lot of remedies. I'm gonna buy some more here. And then you're gonna have to go to the med level up. And then refine these remedies and remedy pluses. Until you have 6 at least. I'm gonna pick 7. Then I'm gonna go back to the Solomon's Ring. And we should be able to call upon this Guardian Force now. You called upon me. I am Doomtrain. Alright, so now we have another Guardian Force. I shall become your ally. So now that we have this Guardian Force, let's go ahead and check his abilities. He has the Junk Shop and the Forbidden Medicine refine ability, so I'm gonna make him learn that. Apart from that, the Status Defense Junction is pretty good, but that seems to be it. Now, this Guardian Force basically applies status effects. Status effects that are pretty useful, especially against the boss that we're gonna fight later on. However, we're not gonna use them all that much because, quite frankly, it's not really necessary. We already have the Meltdown spell, which is the most important spell in my opinion. So let me just quickly heal myself up and then, excuse me, and then make our way towards the Deep Sea Research Center. Now, if you remember in the previous episodes, I wasn't able to figure out why I couldn't enter the research center, but I figured it out. I just had to enter the Ragnarok and I had to talk to someone. But it's fine, it's fine. Trying to figure out where it is now. It should be somewhere in this area. Oh, there it is. Alright, so just hover above this area and then press X. And then when you enter this area, you should be able to, to get down. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to switch Zell for Irvine. Because I'm gonna need Irvine later on in this section. And I'm gonna make sure that Selphie has the Encounter None ability equipped, which is good. Alright, so now let's go ahead and make our way down. Now this might arguably be one of the hardest dungeons if you don't know what you're doing. But I'm gonna guide you guys. I'm gonna make sure that you know all that you need to know. Because the way that this dungeon is set up is it's hidden. It's divided in multiple sections, and each of these sections have locked doors. And these doors can be opened by expanding pressure points or steam pressure points. But I'm gonna explain it in just a second here. There's a terminal buried underneath the rubble. Is it still functional? Level energy system, reserve steam pressure at 20. Energy-wise, it is possible to reach the excavation site. Explain the situation. I'm not gonna explain the situation, I'm gonna do that myself because, quite frankly, it is quite convoluted. Reserve steam pressure 4 will be used to unlock the door to level 2. Alright, so first you have 20 points. I'm just gonna call them points. The way that you have to proceed is you're gonna have to expand some of these points in order to open that hatch behind Squall. And in this case, we're gonna have to expend 4. This is something that happens automatically. And now, as you have, since we've expanded 4, the door is going to open. We're gonna have to wait until the animation is done. and then the hatch is opening or opened up. So now we're gonna have to make our way towards the next terminal. And here it asks us whether we want to expand 4 units, 2 units, or 1. We're gonna pick 2 units here. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. Opening door to level 3. And basically, we're gonna have to make our way all the way down. But by the end of this section, you're supposed to have 10 units left. Now, there are 2 ways that you can do that. You can either bring Cell with you, and he will end up opening a door by banging on it really hard. However, if you do that, you're gonna wake up a lot of enemies, and the enemies in this area are really, really strong. So you do not want to do that. So what we're gonna do in this area is we're gonna expand 1. Are you sure? Yes. Opening door to level 4. Alright. Alright, what we're gonna do here is we're going to interact with this panel, which is something that a lot of people have missed, but you can actually interact with this. We're gonna have to expend 4 and we're gonna end up with 9. However, it's going to open a door towards our left, and in that door we can actually recover some of our missed Steam points. We will be able to recover, I think it's 7 units. So just enter this door. I'm just gonna ignore that draw point, it's not really important. So yeah, as you can see, we can gain 7 points. Would you like to replenish your supply? Yes. So now we're gonna have 16 points left. Once we do that, we can leave this area and then just go down. Then in this area, we can just, this is the only option that you have basically, so just press 1. Are you sure? Yes. And this is gonna open the door towards the final, well, I guess you can call it the final area. We have 1 area like this left, where we have to expand another Steam point. So go ahead and interact with this terminal over here, and use 1 more. And then you would have 14 left, which is perfect. Opening door to level 6. Now take this elevator and go down, and you should find a very, very big machine. Now if you have Zell with you, Zell can actually, if I'm not mistaken, he can punch this machine and he can open up the next door, which is this one, for no points whatsoever. However, if you do that, like I said, you're gonna wake up a lot of enemies and they are very powerful, so you don't want to do that. So instead we're going to spend the 4 units that we had extra from the secret room, and we're gonna have 10 units left, which is perfect. You need 10 units in order to interact with the last terminal and fight the super boss of this game, or at least one of the super bosses in this game, which is Ultima Weapon. So just make your way down. Now, since we haven't woken up any enemies, we can just go ahead and make our way down without any trouble. However, if you do wake up the enemies, you're gonna have some fixed fights in each of these sections. And like I said, the fights here can be very tough, especially towards the end, so yeah, make sure not to make that mistake. There's a draw point here, I'm gonna give it to Selfie since she has the highest magical stat. And we're almost at the end of this dungeon. There is a hidden draw point, I think it's Ultima here, yeah, but we already have 100, so it doesn't matter. And this is the final section. If you use the move find ability, you can actually see that there is a save point here. I am going to save my game really quick before taking on Ultima Weapon, because he can be quite the pain. He's a really tough fight, so make sure that you're really prepared for this. What I'm gonna do is, I already have a max amount of HP, so I'm going to go for magic and okay, I guess. Then I'm gonna go for item. We're not gonna use Guardian Forces, so it doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna give him item as well. And I'm gonna take away the magic points here. Or like the bonuses. Change it for spirit and maybe even auto potion. I think that's a good one. Alright. You can go ahead and protect yourself against Quake, but it's not really that necessary. Now the following fight is like I said, it's going to be really, really hard. There are two things that make this fight hard. One of the things is the speed of Ultima Weapon. He has a really high speed stat, so make sure that you're prepared to deal with that. And the second thing is his special attack, which is going to be Light Pillar. This is an attack that deals 9,999 damage. So basically, it's going to one-shot your entire party member, or like one of your party members. You cannot really protect yourself against. Well, I think you can, but it's RNG based, so it's better to just to deal with it. I don't know how to explain it. It's better to just deal with it than to prevent it. If that's what I'm trying to say here. I'm just gonna do some quick rearranges just to make sure that I can find all the necessary spells in a heartbeat. Because the last thing that you want to do in this fight is to be confused and searching for the right spell. Also make sure that you have at least the draw command equipped, because you're gonna have to want to draw the last Guardian Force, which is going to be Eden. Alright, so I'm going to start this fight. It is possible that I die, so if you guys see a cut, that's probably the reason why. Alright, so steam pressure 10 needed to continue operation. 10 or more has been confirmed. Continue with the operation. Yes. What was going on down there? Resuming operation. So like, are we supposed to pull it up? We made it this far. Must be a treasure. What's going on? Yeah, like I said, this fight is going to be really intense. Actually getting a bit sweaty hands. But yeah, I think you should be fine as long as you know what you're doing. We're going to do the same strategy. We're gonna apply the same strategy here. Excavation resuming. All except the leader must take shelter. Warning, please take shelter. Excavation resuming. All except the leader must take shelter. The rocks are resonating. The air is pretty heavy. Alright, so if you see a cut, that's because I've already died twice. So yeah, this fight is actually really tough. So, and he immediately starts with Light Pillar, just absolutely phenomenal. Let's go ahead and revive her. Yeah, his speed stat is really high and he is pretty strong as well, so what we're gonna do is we're going to draw. Yeah, Gravija has an ability that deals damage, but it deals damage based on your health. So it's going to be quite a bit, but yeah, it's not gonna kill us. So we're gonna stock up on Eden. And we're gonna cast Meltdown. Get that over with. And now basically we're gonna have to focus on just dealing as much damage as we can while simultaneously trying to stay alive. Like I said, it is pretty hard. Now I should have defended myself against Quake. I think I did. So this should, technically speaking, heal us. Okay, that's good. Meteor can be a bit of a pain because that can deal quite a lot of damage here. Yeah, if you guys feel like I'm quiet, that's because I'm really trying to focus here. I'm gonna cast Aura and then hopefully I can get a limit break off here. Cast Aura on Irvine. And hopefully Ultima Weapon takes it a bit easy with all the light pillars. Because in my previous attempts, he was going absolutely crazy with the light pillars. Yeah. So far, so good. We got a Lionheart as well, so that's really good. There is a way that you can make this fight really easy. And you can actually do that by using heroes or hero wars or holy wars, I think. Wow, he's already dead. Wow. Okay. I expected this fight to be way more difficult. Wow. Yeah, I actually did not expect that. Usually he actually survives Lionhearts, and I think he can actually do like 2 Lionhearts and he would still be able to live. But maybe it's because my levels, like Irvine and Selphie, aren't maxed out on levels. Maybe that's why. But yeah, I'm not complaining. Oh, and man, that was pretty intense, but we did it eventually, so that's good. So now we have the final Guardian Force, which is Eden. Just gonna quickly check his ability. So he has Luck plus 50 and GF ability Medicine Refine. So let's go ahead and make him learn that. And I think I'm gonna give him to Renoa. I'm not too sure though. I think I'll do this off screen. That's going to be the final time that we mess with the junctions. Well, I actually gave it to Quistis, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna do this off screen. I'm not gonna bore you guys too much with it. For now, we are done here and we can actually leave this area. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. But yeah, that was really intense. I lost twice and I got it on my 3rd attempt, which is it's alright, you know, it can happen. But actually there's still one more super boss left. I think I'm going to try to beat him in this playthrough. Just to entertain you guys as much as I can, you know. I think you guys want to see that, so yeah, I'm probably gonna fight him in this playthrough as well. But basically, I'm just gonna say it. So this was Ultima Weapon, but you also have another weapon, and that is called the Omega Weapon. And the Omega Weapon is located in the final dungeon, which we're actually headed to right now. Well, at least in the following episodes, we're going to take on the final dungeon because we are very close towards the end of the game. Unfortunately, it's been a long journey, but it's been a very enjoyable one, you know. I really enjoyed myself, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I mean, even though the journey isn't over just yet, but you know, I still hope you guys enjoy the ride, you know. I hope I could provide you guys with some entertainment and maybe even some knowledge, I guess. But yeah, I've been enjoying myself really well, actually. I didn't expect to be able to continue this series for so long. I didn't think I had the discipline. But yeah, luckily I was wrong. Anyways, we reached the end of this area. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make my way towards the Ultimicius Castle. But to do that, I need to find a portal. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to the Cactuar Islands. That's the only portal I know by heart. So let's go ahead and make our way towards Ultimicius Castle. And as you can see, there is like these rings around all the cities. These rings prevent you from entering any city whatsoever. So in Disc 4, you basically can't do anything, or like you can't enter major cities or any city at all, actually. Which is unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it's also understandable. Alright, so we're going to land, or at least try to land here somewhere. And we're gonna make our way through this portal. And this will spawn us back towards the Ultimicia's castle. Jump on that chain over there. And there's a save point over here, so let's go ahead and save the game, and the Ultimicia's castle is for the next episode. For this episode, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the video. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Right? Bye.